I was just admiring the view when someone suddenly pushed me hard. He closed the pool's glass roof, trying to drown me. The weight of my clothes kept pulling me down. I struggled with all my strength to take off my jacket, but it was too late. The pool was now completely sealed. That's when I noticed this was actually a guest room's private pool. So I started banging on the glass, trying to get the attention of the guests inside. Luckily, the woman lying on the sofa noticed me, and soon I was rescued. But this wasn't the first strange thing that happened to me. Ever since I boarded this luxury yacht, bizarre events kept happening, one after another. My name is Lola, and I'm a journalist for a newspaper. That day, I suddenly received an invitation letter. Anne, the heiress of a Norwegian shipping company, had been diagnosed with terminal leukemia. Her husband was organising a charity foundation in her name, and invited several board members aboard a luxury yacht to attend a fundraising dinner in Norway. They hoped I would join them to help promote this charitable cause. Coincidentally, I had been working on a story about human nature, so this was a perfect opportunity for me. The next day, I boarded the lavish yacht. As soon as I got on, the butler asked me to take off my shoes and put on the slippers they had prepared. Everyone there was a person of wealth and status, which made me feel a bit out of place. But they were all very polite, and Anne greeted me kindly. Then I noticed Morgan was there too. He had been invited as the photographer for the event. Seeing a familiar face made me feel a little more comfortable. That evening, I changed into the dress I had carefully chosen for the dinner. But on my way down the corridor, I ran into Morgan, who was showing his work to a woman and flirting with her. To avoid the awkwardness, I hurried into the room next to mine, room 10. Just then, a blonde woman who had just finished showering walked out. She looked surprised to see me, then put on her hat and went back into the bathroom. Realizing my mistake, I quickly apologized and left the room. But I didn't know that this meeting would be the beginning of a nightmare. During dinner, I was told to meet Mrs. Anne afterward. So I went to her study first, and soon Anne arrived as promised. Leukemia had taken away her long hair, but from her words and demeanor, I could tell she was an elegant and intelligent woman. She said she admired my work, speaking up for those who needed a voice. But since she had stopped treatment, her health had been rapidly declining. That was when she revealed the real reason she invited me. She wanted me to look over her speech for the dinner. Only then did I learn that Anne planned to donate all her inheritance to the foundation.
What brought that on, may I ask?
It's about settling up, putting back in what you've taken out. And over the years, we've taken so much. The foundation will be handed over to people far smarter and far kinder than Richard or I ever were.
It's charity without the ego.
Hard to be egotistical when you're warm food.
We had a wonderful conversation, and as I was leaving, Anne invited me to talk again the next day. But that very night, something unexpected happened. I was awakened by a loud argument coming from next door. Following the noise, I quietly stepped onto the balcony. The next second, I heard a loud, unmistakable splash.